presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. We're here at TPC Boston in Massachusetts. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all of the action. And Frank, how does this course set up for the golfers out here today?
Well, Gil Hands and Brad Faxon, they did a lot of changes a few years back to sort of open up some of the driving areas. Consequently, you see there's a little bit more of a reward for the longer hitters. Fairways aren't really as tight as what you'll see on some other golf courses. Long and straight certainly gives you a big advantage at TPC Boston.
This is host of the Deutsche Bank Championship. That's a tournament that is part of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Just has a great feel today, Frank. The leaves are turning, the air is brisk. Walk us through this first tee shot.
Soft opening hole, but just try and get off to a good start. That's the main thing here. You don't have to be too aggressive. 2 bunkers down the right, just something around that area. Leave yourself a wedge, 9-iron in. Good second shot, good chance for a birdie.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up, it's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Well, that is a ball-striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. -1, and really going. Here at the par 5 second hole, just over 540 yards, Frank.
Yeah, keep it to the left of those bunkers. You can play it as a 3-shotter if you're not too ambitious, but well, why not sort of dangle the little hook out there and have a go at it?
Oh, I love this. She is winding up, just wants to tear the cover off this golf ball. Wow, I mean, she absolutely annihilated that tee ball.
Oh, huge.
Ooh.
Huge with a capital H.
Busted that. She really hit that tee ball nicely. It is in perfect position, and now she'll have a chance to capitalize. Good lie in the fairway, and a good chance to make something happen here. Frank, going back 100 years or more, we used to see winning scores in stroke play tournaments, 72-hole events of 300 thereabouts. But obviously, like so many things in golf, everything has improved.
Yeah, you people would scoff at sort of saying 475s would win a US Open or a British Open. It didn't, and it does. But, you know, with equipment, and people have really got into the game, they've worked it out. And they just plain got better at it. They realise that, you know, stroke play, you can't just swing from the trees, so to speak. You've really got to work your way around and get better. You just can't sort of settle for mediocrity.
No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Well, this could be good. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. Frank, at 298 yards, the 4th is reachable for just about every professional. What might scare them off?
Well, that bunker on the left, that's really actually a chance to showcase your skills. And that's where you realize how much better professional golfers are. A good bunker play, especially on a hole like 4, and then you will get well rewarded.
This is a great place for a fan to watch, isn't it?
It is. You see so many different short shots around this green. Bunker shots from the left side. If you hit it over the back on the right, the little bump and run through the little valley in the green. fun hole to watch.
Perfectly placed tee shot will set up an eagle opportunity, but then you see quite a few bogeys made here as well.
Yeah, if you stray a little bit, leave the ball too far short, then you have to play that pitch across the bunker. That's no fun.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
And Frank, the train is rolling down the tracks right now.
And just check another one off.
Now on to the fifth, and Frank, a pretty challenging par 4.
Yeah, gentle dogleg to the left. There's a short bunker on the right. That's not really in play. You can just see that one on the left. Ideally, just want to hit something around 330 yards to this very difficult green.
Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
Has it stopped yet?
It's still going. That is just a beautiful shot. This one will play a little bit longer. It's up the hill to that green. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A third straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Back-to-back birdies and 6 under par. This is one of the most challenging holes on the golf course, Frank. 465-yard par 4 sixth.
Yeah, just hit your tee shot in between those two trees. You don't have to be too aggressive. You really do have to hit this ball in the fairway because that green is tucked very close to the water. What a great shot.
Good contact, good result. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank putting it all together today. What a nice performance.
It's been like a clinic so far.
Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt.
A little bit more hope than determination in that putt.
Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. This is a pretty sizable par 5 here, Frank, the 7th.
But it's reachable. There's some mounds down there. If you keep it down the right side, hopefully that tee shot can kick it a little forward. And then that green, angled at about 45 degrees, very reachable. Rich, that was a heat-seeking missile. That is out there.
And they make it look so easy, and we know it isn't, but when you hit tee balls that long and that straight, it does make the game kind of simple. No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. These putts keep the round together. moves to -8. Frank looking at the 8, par 3 of 213 yards, obviously short, is trouble.
Yeah, that's where it's narrow. Ideally, you want to fly that ball more, sort of at least 10 or 12 yards onto this green, where it starts to widen up.
Appears to be tracking well. That will be a great look at birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Makes birdie, continuing to amaze on the greens, Frank.
Putted well all day, Rich. Had a couple of good holes early on and just, I think, found the groove. Has taken it to another level.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Frank, golf so often is a game of avoiding something. What do you want to stay away from here at the ninth?
You have to avoid that little pot bunker just short of this green. If the pin's at the back, it's fine. You can fly the ball into the middle of the green. But if the pin's on the front, just make sure you carry that little bunker.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
So a tester from 4 feet. Count it as 6 birdies for the day. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Frank, 2 is nice, but...
3 is even better.
Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for... Holy cow, Whitey! That's 11 under par. Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Getting set now over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, the 12th looks to be a pretty straightforward par 4.
Just bends to the left. There's a big sort of crop of mounds on that right side. If you can just go a little left of those, you get a nice kick forward. Oh, if this is up, it's good. Oh, that's fine.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Setting up for an approach shot here. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is classy.
I had a chance of going in. Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. Drops for a birdie. Back-to-back par 4s here at TPC Boston. Set to tee off, Frank, at the 13th.
Nice big tee shot here. Once again, suits the long hitters. There's a little bit of a quarry that you've got to carry across.
.180 yards away, ready to play the second shot. Get down! Lay down! Boy, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank, I've made a bagel order or a donut order half a dozen, but birdies, that I've never done.
I tell you, this is going to be Krispy Kreme time. 6 in a row.
Just playing great. 14 under already. Frank, the 14th, a shortish 495-yard hole?
Only because it's downhill. If you can get that ball running down the fairway, then it certainly sets up a good second shot into this stout par 4.
Let's see what she's got here. She is loading up for the big one. Wow, I mean, she absolutely annihilated that tee ball. What a tremendous display of power and precision. To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. This one's looking good. Safely aboard. And getting ready for the putt. Well done. Settled over the ball here at the 15th, 421 yards on this par 4.
Uphill, you can see everything that you have to avoid. Find the green grass in between. That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA.
That's an absolute beauty.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, I think what sets golf apart from other sports is that the fan can get so close to the great athlete as the round is being played.
Yeah, well, that's why the sport itself, and we consider it more intimate for that reason. Most golf spectators play the game. Whereas other sports, you don't see NFL players sitting in the grandstand. You see spectators, but most golf fans are golfers.
And that's a birdie. Frank, here at the 16th, you really see this sort of New England character, don't you?
Yeah, that stone wall now protects that sort of two-tiered green. And it sort of showcases the golf course. It just fits in beautifully with what Hans and Faxon have done to the golf course.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie.
Second shot.
Frank, the 17th here at TPC Boston underwent quite a radical change.
Yeah, that renovation and that redesign that they did, it changed the character of the hole, but they still kept that big mound in the middle of the green. So that second shot is still punishing if you misjudge it.
And players nursing a lead, they might want to think about playing it safe down the right side, but if you're trying to make up some ground, you could try to fly the church pews that divide the fairway into two sections, and that would give you a nice short wedge in.
Yeah, give it a short wedge in, but really the risk, is it worth it? Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Second from an excellent lie. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A third straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 18th here at TPC Boston has generated a lot of buzz through the years, hasn't it?
It has, and those changes have just made this finishing hole so much better. The fact that they've narrowed up the front of the green, they've made that left side more severe. Now you can't bail out on the left. If you do, it's an awful little pitch or even a putt up the hill.
The addition of that putt bunker, Frank, how has that changed the hole?
Well, if you stray off the tee or find one of those bunkers with your tee shot, you really have to be aware of exactly the distance that little pot bunker is away. Because if you just sort of whack it out of the bunker and lay it up there, you find the next bunker, then you're in trouble.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway and plenty long. Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson, they all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that obviously gives in to the longer hitters. And if there's just a little bit of sting taken out of the greens, then these long hitters have a huge advantage.
Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Continuing. Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way. I mean, the opportunities ahead now, chance to win, just they have to be so